Good afternoon. On behalf of the Honors and Awards Committee, I would like to welcome our esteemed recipients, their guests, and our audience to the 2013 Honors and Awards ceremony. The Honors and Awards process of the Society of Exploration Geophysicists is a very proud tradition of our organization. Nothing says so clearly who we are and what we value as the honors and awards we choose to give. The people and institutions we honor represent our common ideals through their work and actions. They represent the best in us. The honors and awards process must be absolutely apolitical, thoughtful, and thorough. I can tell you it is not an easy task because there are so many possible candidates. Yet, each year, the Honors and Awards Committee must determine who among them will receive awards. The process depends heavily on the membership for nomination and recommendations. Much research is required to ensure that the process is equitable, and I want to thank my fellow committee members, Larry Lyons, Steve Hill, Klaus Koster, and Bob Hardage for their diligence, fairness, and thoughtful judgment. Before we begin the presentation of this afternoon's awards, I would like to take a moment to draw your attention to pages 43 through 46 of your program. The individuals listed on these pages are this year's recipients of SEG Awards, which will be presented at the Foundation Luncheon and Editor's Dinner tomorrow, and the Student Commencement on Wednesday. Please join me with your applause for this group of outstanding individuals. The first part of the Honors and Awards program recognizes those members who served the Society in our distinguished programs during the past year. These are our flagship professional development programs provided by the SEG as part of our commitment to the membership. The selection of these members is done by dedicated SEG committees devoted to this task. The SEG DISC, the Distinguished Instructor Short Course, is an 8-hour, one-day presentation on a topic of current and widespread interest. It is presented at over 25 locations each year around the world, established in 1998. The DISC has attracted over 27,000 participants in its 15-year history. Selection as a DISC instructor is viewed as a major honor and recognition of excellence by the SEG. The 2013 DISC, Making a Difference with 4D, Practical Applications of Time-Lapse Seismic Data, is presented by David Johnston. David will tour through the end of 2013. David? Selection as a distinguished lecturer is viewed as a major honor and recognition of excellence by the SEG. In addition to recognizing an individual's contributions to the science for applications of geophysics, this position is an active effort to promote geophysics, stimulate general scientific and professional interest, expand technical horizons, and provide a connection to SEG activities and practices. The spring 2013 distinguished lecturer was Jerry Schuster. Jerry's presentation was on the topic seismic interferometry and beyond, harvesting signals from coherent noise. The fall 2013 distinguished lecturer is Carl Regan. Carl's presentation is on the topic acquisition modeling, expect the unexpected. I believe Carl is here. Better late than never. SEG cooperates annually with APG to support a jointly endorsed lecture. The purpose of this effort is to bring local geophysical and geological sections and societies into a common forum. The lecture should therefore be relevant to both disciplines. The fall 2013 SEG APG distinguished lecturer is Joe Stefani. His lecture is titled, "The Earth is Clever Than You Are, Learning in Earth and Seismic Modeling and Applications of FD Modeling to Rock Physics and Geomechanics." SEG offers the Honorary Lecturer program as a companion program to the DL, with a focus to transfer knowledge within a region. The regional focus strengthens the services that SEG provides to our expanding global membership. This afternoon, I would like to recognize the following individuals for advancing the science and technology of geophysics in their region. Nick Moldovano, 2013 Honorary Lecturer for North America. The following 4 individuals are unable to be here today, probably giving lectures all over the world. D.P. Sinha, 2013 Honorary Lecturer for South and East Asia. Dave Eisels, 2013 Honorary Lecturer for the Pacific South. Marion Yegan, 2013 Honorary Lecturer for Europe. And George Smith, 2013 Honorary Lecturer for the Middle East and Africa. We'll make sure they get their awards. And of course, Marco Polo Bunora, 2013 Honorary Lecturer for Central and South America. Laura Valentina Soko, Honorary Lecturer for Near Surface. The last presentation in this category goes to Alfred Liao, who is serving as the first lecturer of the SEG Board of Directors Special Lecture Series. The final stage of the honors and awards program represent our colleagues with the Society's highest honors for contributions to the science, the industry, and the profession. The bar is set high for these awards. Those being honored today were first nominated by you, the members, and then researched by the Honors and Awards Committee. Your printed program contains complete citations for the recipients. I invite you to review the citations as they provide much greater detail than I will cover in the next few minutes. The J. Clarence Karcher Award recognizes significant contributions to our science and technology by a young geophysicist, which is defined as one less than 35 years of age. This year, we are honoring 3 geophysicists whose abilities have earned them the respect of their peers and beyond their years. The first recipient of the Karcher Award is David Holliday. He is recognized for his excellent thesis on the theory and application of seismic interferometry. The main subject of the thesis is the application of a seismic interferometry to predict seismic surface waves and use these predictions to suppress surface waves from measured data. His fundamental research on the underlying theory of his thesis led to a number of insights in the relation between seismic interferometry and the generalized optical theorem. David also developed his surface wave prediction and suppression methodology to be applied in more practical situations. The second recipient of the Karcher Award is Sam Kaplan. Sam is the lead author of 3 papers in geophysics and 3 expanded abstracts, and a co-author on 1 paper in the leading edge and 6 expanded abstracts. Under the auspices of Signal Analysis and Imaging Group, he worked on a diversity of new problems and always pushed for new ideas in seismic data processing and imaging, and also contributed to the understanding of time-lapse monitoring. The final recipient of the Karcher Award is Gil Hennefent. Gil is the lead author of 3 papers in geophysics and 5 expanded abstracts. He has been a co-author on 1 additional paper in geophysics and 3 other expanded abstracts. He worked on seismic data equalization using the curvelet transform. During his PhD studies, Gilles managed to turn an initial rough idea into a mature technology, addressing theoretical as well as practical challenges that come with introducing a new technology in the field. SEG's life membership is conferred on those who have voluntarily rendered exceptionally meritorious service to the Society. This year, the Society confers life membership on 4 individuals whose efforts are well known to most of us in the room. The first recipient of life membership is Lee Bell. Lee is recognized for his long-standing and active involvement in SEG activities, as well as being a distinguished geophysicist and a successful leader in the exploration geophysics industry. Lee's successful leadership and deep understanding on the theoretical and practical aspects of exploration geophysics, accompanied with his clear business vision, helped the companies he worked for to grow and establish important milestones in various development stages of our industry. By the way, he's also the he's also general chair of this conference. I'm going off the script. The second recipient of life membership is Timothy Berg. Tim has been an active and continuous leader advocating global affairs over a period of 13+ years of SEG history. Tim served as vice chair and subsequently chair of the Global Affairs Committee from 2001 to 2003, with the most significant accomplishments being SEG Executive Committee approval for global membership, a historical milestone at a critical time during SEG's increasing and growing international membership. The third recipient of life membership is Arthur Cheng. Arthur has given exemplary service to SEG. He has been a long-standing member of multiple SEG committees and served as a member of the SEG Council for 4 years. He has been an organizer or co-organizer for numerous SEG workshops, and also he has established very important links with the Chinese and Japanese geophysical communities through his organization of international symposia, numerous trips, and his work on the research and global affairs committees. The final recipient of life membership this year is Mike Forrest. Mike is receiving this award for his lifelong and extraordinary record of service to the Society, particularly to the Foundation and Trustee Associates. Mike joined the SEG Foundation Board in 2008, and his subsequent contributions have been enormous. Even after a professional career over 55 years, Mike continues to selflessly promote SEG and exploration of geophysics. His accomplishments in our industry and SEG are impressive, but his honesty, integrity, and drive to advance geophysics make him truly worthy of this award. SEG also has Distinguished Achievement Award, and it is given to a company or institution for contributions that have substantially advanced the science of exploration geophysics. The Distinguished Achievement Award is being presented to Saudi Aramco's Exploration and Petroleum Engineering Center Advanced Research Center Geophysics Technology. Geophysics technology has made significant contributions to the advances in land seismic acquisition and processing. In particular, complex near-surface characterization, multiple elimination imaging, and coherency technology. Researchers at XSpec, ARC, are widely published and have received industry-wide recognition. XSpec ARC continues to innovate in areas of emerging technologies. Accepting this award on behalf of Saudi Aramco is Ibrahim Asaaddin, Executive Director, Exploration, and also Panis Kalamis, Chief Technologist. SEG's Cecil Green Enterprise Award recognizes the importance of entrepreneurs to the economic vitality of our profession. It is given to those who have demonstrated courage, ingenuity, and achievement while risking their own resources and future in developing a product, service, organization, or activity which is a distinct and worthy contribution to the industry. This year's SEG presents Don Robinson with the Cecil Green Enterprise Award. Don took personal risk not once, but twice to create companies that provided valuable products and services to the geophysical industry. The first, Oklahoma Seismic, provided data copying services and synthetic seismogram software to people who did not have access to high-end computational resources. The use of synthetic seismogram technology expanded significantly because of Don's relentless visits to hundreds of companies to cause his software to be put into daily practice by many people. Don sold his software technology to Landmark in 1993, and then in 1997, he founded Resolve Geosciences to provide seismic loading and data management services. The next award is the Reginal Fessenden Award. Is given for specific technical contributions to exploration geophysics, such as an invention or a theoretical or conceptual advances that merits special recognition. Dan Kosoloff is receiving the Reginal Fessenden Award this year. Dan has been a pioneer of reverse time migration and pseudo-spectral methods in wave equation migration. In 1983, he co-authored one of 3 publications which introduced the very important concept of reverse time migration. Following this breakthrough research, Dan was one of the first geophysicists to implement wave equation method on supercomputers. Additionally, Dan was among the first to implement elastic wave forward modeling, viscoelastic wave equation modeling, and reflection tomography. Honorary membership is awarded for distinguished contributions to exploration geophysics, or to the advancement of the profession through service to the society. Being the highest level of membership, the bylaws require that both the Honors and Awards Committee and the Board of Directors approve these awards unanimously. 2 individuals have been chosen to receive honorary membership this year. The first recipient of honorary membership is Mikhail Zhandnov. Mikhail has contributed in the following fields: 3D electromagnetic modeling, electromagnetic migration, electromagnetic inversion, 3D inversion of airborne EM data, 3D inversion of gravity gradient tensor computational data, effective medium theory of induced polarization, and 3D inversion of marine CSEM and magnetotelluric data. His contributions are reflected in more than 100 articles in SEG publications, 16 books, and 12 patents. Paul Stoffa is also a recipient of honorary membership this year. Paul has contributed in the fields of geophysical signal processing and seismic imaging with SEG publications addressing the following topics: homomorphic deconvolution for shallow marine data, substrum analysis and the Hilbert transform, seismic source decomposition, inversion of plane wave seismograms with genetic algorithms, full wave equation migration, split step Fourier migration, and plane wave depth migration. The Virgil Kauffman Gold Medal goes to a person or persons who have made an outstanding contribution to the advancement of the science of geophysical exploration as manifested during the previous 5 years. This contribution can be of a technical or professional nature. The recipient of the Virgil Kauffman Gold Medal is Sergio Shapiro. Sergio has been a pioneer in the microseismic monitoring and rock physics characterization of petroleum reservoirs. He has published 80 papers or abstracts in geophysics, TLE, and SEG expanded abstracts on microseismicity and related topics, with 5 papers in geophysics during the past 2 years. Sergio has also published about 80 papers in other prestigious journals. In addition to an impressive publication record, Sergio founded FASE, a research consortium dedicated to the monitoring of seismic emissions in petroleum reservoirs. The final award on this afternoon's program is the Morris Ewing Medal, the highest honor bestowed by the Society of Exploration Geophysicists, and the Ewing Medal recognizes a career that has consistently produced distinguished contributions that advance both the science and profession of exploration geophysicists. Like honorary membership, it requires the unanimous vote of both the Honors and Awards Committee and the Board of Directors. This year, the Society of Exploration Geophysicists is proud to present the Morris Ewing Medal to Peter Hoover. Sven Treitel is going to receive an award on Peter's behalf, but let me say a few words about Peter's credentials. Peter is a little bit taller than Sven, don't make a different distinction. Peter truly deserves SEG's highest award because of his outstanding technical contributions and because of the influence he has wielded not only on entire generations of both German and Brazilian students, but on the development of modern exploration geophysics in general. Peter was among the prime movers behind the restoration of exploration seismology in Germany. This began with the 1980 SEG monograph and continued with his innovative introduction of the image ray concept. This led to an early recognition of the need for depth migration. Peter became interested in true through amplitude migration leading to the publication of a yet another SEG monograph. He also founded the WIT Consortium, the first industrial consortium at a German university. As I said, unfortunately, Peter is unable to be here, and accepting this award on his behalf is Sven Freitel. Sven.
Well, I'm very happy to be impersonating Peter Hoover, who is an old friend of mine, but I am not Peter and never will be. Before I read the words that he has prepared, let me just give a brief explanation about Peter's word of acceptance, which I'm about to read. With advancing years, Peter began to realize that science provides knowledge, yet not necessarily wisdom. He developed a keen interest in Oriental mysticism, which led him in part to the writings of the 13th century Persian Sufi poet Rumi, whose poetry you will see quoted in Peter's remarks. And here's the end of my words, and I continue with Peter's. Dear ladies, dear gentlemen, dear friends, I am happy to receive this prestigious award. I owe most of my geophysical achievements to numerous scientists, collaborators, colleagues, friends, and over 130 master's and PhD students that I had the pleasure to work with. However, when I reflect on my scientific career, I realize that it only pleased one of the two souls that are beating in my chest. It satisfies the one that searches for knowledge, but not the one that strives after wisdom. Allow me to compare my geophysical opus, which brought me this award, to the poetry of a lover who did not please his wise mistress. In the poem being displayed on the screens, hopefully, I can't see the screens, I offer you now a story in which the lover symbolizes my knowledge soul and the mistress my wisdom soul. Please note the frustration of the mistress about her lover's sonnets. The story appears in a book in the English language that I am completing about ancient lost wisdom traditions that once existed along the Silk Road between China and Greece. They were cultures in which wisdom seems to have counted more than knowledge. The book aims at calming down not only my rebelling mistress, which is my search for wisdom, it should hopefully also satisfy potential readers who may, like me, feel the two souls beating in their chests. Thank you very much.
That's Peter, all right, combining science and philosophy. At this time, I would like to invite SEG President David Monk to the podium for a special presentation.
Thank you, Fred. I have one additional award. While not an award that is given every year, the President each year is able to grant a presidential award to an individual who is recognized as having contributed outstanding service to the Society. This year, I've decided that I should make that award, and I've chosen to present this special award to Mr. Wang Tijun in appreciation for the work that he has done for SEG in China. Starting his career in seismic field operations, Mr. Wang has moved through the ranks of domestic and international operations at BGP and has been president of BGP Incorporated since 2004. His vision of growth for BGP has led them to be recognized as a leading provider of geophysical services. But what you may not know is that he's been heavily engaged in promoting geophysical cooperation between SEG and the Chinese geophysical communities. With his strong support, SEG China has performed incredibly well since its inception in 2008 in the areas of technical exchange, training, joint conferences and workshops, and in member services. SEG has now over 220 members inside BGP, and this year they will be presenting over 25 papers at this year's annual meeting. In fact, if you look around at this conference, you can see the influence of Mr. Wang and our China offices in many ways that you couldn't have imagined 5 years ago. Mr. Wang has also served as co-chair of the executive committee of 3 SEG major conferences in China. And if that's not enough, finally, at Mr. Wang's suggestion and promotion, CMPC, BGP's parent company, made a major contribution to the SEG in 2006 annual meeting in support of our online education programs, which are beneficial to SEG members worldwide. It's with great pleasure that I present the 2013 Presidential Award to Mr. Wang Tizheng. Unfortunately, he is not able to be here today, but here to accept the award on his behalf is Mr. Ho Himeng, Chief Geophysicist of BGP.
Go ahead.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I accept this award on behalf of Mr. Wang Tizheng, President of BGP. So please allow me to say a few words on his behalf. Mr. Wang is deeply honored to have been selected as a laureate to accept this presidential award, and he is sincerely grateful for the recognition from SEG. Our cooperation with SEG can be traced back to early 1980s. Since then, BGP became the family member of the industry. We did benefit a lot from cooperation with SEG. As the business growing, we realized that membership does not only mean benefits, but responsibilities as well. In 2008, BGP increased its involvement through the partnership formed between BGP and SEG. As you know, with the deepening of oil and gas exploration, geophysical service providers are taking more responsibility for R&D of advanced technology and equipment to solve complex problems in geophysical exploration. Facing new energy and technical revolution, we need to strengthen communication and cooperation to promote technical development and seize the opportunities for common prosperity. Enhancing global technical exchange and cooperation is the key point to accelerate the progress of geophysical technologies. We believe that with the joint efforts of all parties, we would shape the future geophysical service industry. Ladies and gentlemen, if this award stands for anything, just as Mr. Wang said, it stands for all Chinese members' contribution to the society. On Mr. Wang Tizheng's behalf, allow me to pay special tribute to my BDP colleague for making this award possible. I must also express our thanks, deep admiration, and appreciation to Mr. David Monk for his trust. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Before concluding this event, I have one final presentation. David Monk has done an outstanding job as SEG president for the 2012-2013 term. SEG is well prepared to move forward as a strong professional society dedicated to serving its members, thanks to the leadership that Dave has brought to SEG this year. Please join me in thanking Dave and recognizing his hard work and dedicated service during his presidential term. This
Thank you.
This concludes the honors being awarded by SEG this afternoon. I thank all of you for joining me in honoring those who have contributed so much to our profession. The Honors and Awards Committee relies on you, the members, for nominations. We thank all those who have submitted nominations for the 2013 awards and who provided supporting letters and other documentation, and especially thank those who have written citations for today's program. Your program book contains a letter from Larry Lyons, next year's Honors and Awards Chairman, inviting you to submit nominations for next year's awards. I hope that today's program has inspired you to do so. The more membership participation and the award selection process, the better it becomes. Thank you very much.